Hi there. Let's take a look at Bitcoin. We'll cover the countdown of 6 weeks, and then we will talk about the Wyckoff structure, as we can see over here. And then finally, we'll cover the short-term trend, so we can assess the risk of next price move. From the 47 weeks countdown perspective, we have to switch to this mode. So this is a chart, still Bitcoin, but I've drawn the, I'm using the Fibonacci time zone or timeline, giving them equal intervals so we can see clearly what's happening with Bitcoin. These are the three distribution cycles. The first one back in 2017-18, the second one 2021-22, and eventually the one that we're currently in. The blue lines are the lines that measures the final peak. From this one in 2027 December to the 2021 November, that's 204 weeks, okay? And then from this one to our peak, sometimes it's just not responding. No, it is. Here, again, there's one bar over here. It's not exactly from the line, but you get it. That's also 204, going to the cycle we are at. All right, same thing, counting backwards. Yep, so that's the 47 months. Those are peak to peaks. And then how about the low or the bottoms? Here, from 2018 November to 2022, end of October, another 47 months. 204 bars again. All right. And from here to here, that's another 204. So that's somewhere around the beginning of October this year. That's why we are counting down, and there are only 6 weeks left from here, from now to there. So T minus 6 weeks. Okay, that's the 0. Okay, and more interestingly is that if it does happen in a way that Bitcoin really drops to that point, to the bottom, that's history. Even if it doesn't, that's also history, because if it happens in the same way, it is the third time in a row that it repeats the same pattern at the same time frame. And if it hits the point of 0.786 from the peak to the bottom, that's also another repeated behavior. Okay, last cycle dropped to around 0.786, or roughly about 80%. Likewise for the cycle before in 2018. All right, also dropped a little bit lower than 0.786 line. This time, currently, we're still at about 62%. So whether or not it will reach 80% in the remaining 6 weeks, that's something very interesting to observe, because if it doesn't, that means this pattern does not hold anymore. All right? Or at least the 80% drop doesn't hold anymore. If it bottoms out by beginning of October, that's only meeting one criteria, but not two. But if it drops to the bottom in that particular week or two, that is history repeating itself again. So whether it's going to hit it or break it, let me know what you think. Now let's get back to Wyckoff and the shorter term trend. So here, it has been in this redistribution phase for over 2.5 months. When it first dropped from 80,000 over here, all the way down to mid 60,000, I already mentioned in those sessions, once we hit that zone, this range between the red key level of 51,500 all the way to 70K roughly, right below the 74K key level. This range was almost the entire year of 2024. That's the reaccumulation cycle. It took 34 weeks, okay, almost 9 months time before it pushed to the formal top again. Okay, so some people say, how about we count from February this year to where we are now? Okay, that's 27 bars, somewhere around 6 to 7 weeks. If we map it to the point we discussed just now, the 47 months cycle, it's so interesting. If it really comes to the edge or the ceiling of the falling trend, these orange lines are the falling channel, and drops below mid 50,000, or testing the red line at least, similar to the reaccumulation cycle. This is so symmetrical, okay? Both taking 9 months to evolve. Although the price range is a little bit different, but the time frame itself is magically matching so perfectly. But we don't know yet, okay? Let's do the countdown. There's only 6 weeks left. We'll know very soon. And in terms of the Wyckoff stages, besides the fact that it looks to me it is at the redistribution range, tending to enter the accumulation cycle, where the panic sell whales by period or stage is the very first stage. So if we look back to 2022, that's what happens. All right. There was a bit of sideways before the final drop came in. And then we've got the subsequent stages. And we can get to that once Bitcoin really started accumulation, if it really happens that way. And Wyckoff method once again holds true. All right. So as of now, the weekly support level still remains 63,000. Okay, today, or as of now, it is still above 63,000. Even the bears pushed the price a bit lower earlier today. And the key resistance, 68,000, this green line. Weekly volume, slowly declining, not a lot. So you can consider it pretty much stayed average, and actually a little bit higher compared to the summer period during 2025. So no big commitment from the bulls and bears. Everybody is waiting. Nobody wants to make a big move. In terms of shorter term trend, before we start, remember these are education content only, not financial advice. Here, we talk about this rising channel, and just in the past 2 days, it has confirmed it is not within that rising channel anymore. All right, this rising channel started back in beginning of July. And these few days just confirmed it is the 4th consecutive day it is closing outside of the channel, unless the bulls do a magic to push it back today. And look at what's happening here. We have pointed to this day in the previous sessions. We said this was the descending or falling channel, and it is crossing the 63,000 line. And this is a 2C's decision point when such a wedge show up. What is the 2C? 1, continuation with this downtrend, this short-term trend. 2, change of trend, meaning finding support here, bounce outside of the falling channel, breaking the resistance, and trade at least sideways for maybe a couple of days before some bigger news comes in. What's over there? Building permits, housing starts, and then subsequently FOMC meeting minutes. So that's going to let people wait for a few more days before those news comes in. And the interesting part is what the bulls and bears will do, right? We are at this corner now. There's nowhere else to go. Either they break the ceiling of the downtrend, meaning confirming more or less this is a sideways trend to go, or breaking this trend altogether. There's one more thing here we can see. Some people say, hey, isn't this like a head and shoulder, right? Wouldn't it come down? That's one pattern. Maybe it's right, maybe it's wrong. I'm a bit doubtful about candlestick patterns. So even if you have learned it, go to the charts and identify exceptions. You'll always find exceptions. And give them the existence of exceptions. You can't trust it 100%. All right? So in general, yes, this looks like a head and shoulder. Also, just looking at this side, this half, even if we don't consider what's on the left, here, you see this. Maybe I should use a pen instead. And let's draw it first. I'll change the color and thickness. What I'm trying to show you a little bit ugly for the line. Here, that's the line I want to draw. So what is this? This is another triangle. Okay, so it's a descending triangle. If you know the patterns, right? Descending triangle, a lot of times ended up south. Okay, not always true, but that's the textbook theory. Just sharing with you a couple of more observations. So going back, this trend currently, look at this volume right now. Okay, there's still 21 hours left, and it is weekend for Asia and as well as, getting to the west side of the Americas as well. So whether or not things will get a little bit more silent, like last week, last Saturday was also very quiet. The volume dropped to only half the weekdays. It's multiple weeks exhibiting similar behavior, right? So if it does, whether or not you think it is going to continue with the downtrend, okay, during the weekend, breaking the 63,000 level, closing below it, like what happened on the 1st of August? Or do you think it is going to change the trend and bounce upwards? May it be slightly, staying above 63K? Let me know in the comments. You can see this video earlier being a channel member. See you in the next one. Thank you.